Forgiveness will liberate you, the lesson of Nelson Mandela. The United Nations today celebrates International Nelson Mandela Day, a day to remember the South African leader who fought and defeated apartheid. For UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, Mandela is an example that inspires us to improve the world. Central to Mandela's civil struggle was forgiveness, a theme that puts him in particular harmony with the teachings of Pope Francis. It is only permissible to look down upon someone if we are about to bend down and help them get up. This phrase, which Pope Francis has repeated several times, describes particularly effectively what was witnessed by a great man of our time, Nelson Mandela, whose International Day the United Nations is celebrating today on the day of his birth. In his nonviolent civil battle, in his commitment as a dreamer who never gives up, as he liked to describe himself, Mandela demonstrated precisely that no one is superior to another because we all have the same dignity. And it is precisely for this reason, to use an expression dear to Pope Francis, that no one is saved alone. For the South African leader, who had paid for his ideas of justice and equality with 27 years in prison, white domination over blacks was not acceptable, but neither was the opposite. That is why, when he finally became a free man again on February 11, 1990 and, a few years later, was elected president of his country, he radically rejected any temptation of revenge on the part of the blacks and instead embarked on a courageous process of reconciliation and healing of the deep wounds that apartheid had inflicted on the South African people. This commitment earned him the Nobel Peace Prize and still makes him, 9 years after his death, one of the most inspiring figures for new generations. Who knows what Mandela would say today about Pope Francis' statement that forgiveness must be considered a human right, because we all have the right to be forgiven. His daughter Makaziwe already gave us an indication of this in an interview with Vatican media last December. To a question from us on what was the greatest teaching she received from her father, she replied, that nobody is born hating another because of the color of their skin, culture or religious belief. We are taught to hate, and if we are taught to hate, we can also be taught to love because love comes naturally to the human spirit.